Walmart has collapsed minus 9.15% to $103.84, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Friday, August 21st, and this is your complete global market briefing. Investors are selectively buying in some sectors while reducing exposure in others. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is trading lower by minus 0.87%, at $7,641.16. Investor sentiment is being shaped by a stock futures steady after tech slump. Investors focus on Middle East tensions. NASDAQ 100 dipped minus 0.72% to $29,213. Investor sentiment is being shaped by not Nvidia, not AMD. This chip stock will be the biggest winner of the historic AI semiconductor boom. The Motley Fool. Dow Jones dipped minus 1.32% to $52,759. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500. NASDAQ close lower on tech weakness but recover after hours on strong Micron earnings. Moo, Avgo, Google in focus. StockTwits. DAX ticked up plus 0.24% to €26,046. Traders are reacting to news that are stock futures steady after tech slump. Investors focus on Middle East tensions. FTSE 100 is little changed, hovering near £10,746. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Walmart made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 9.15% to $103.84. Equity markets are responding to reports that Walmart stock tumbles 9% after outlook disappoints Wall Street. The technical picture for Walmart has deteriorated. The $97.61 level will be critical to monitor. It represents a key line in the sand for bulls. A break below could trigger further stop-loss selling. Manage your risk carefully. Samsung surged plus 3.87% to 281,500 Korean wons in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as AI boom fuels memory chip crunch. HBM3 yield rates for AI training chips are the most critical near-term metric. Any positive update would drive a meaningful earnings upgrade cycle. The memory upcycle is intact, but Samsung's foundry losses are a drag. A recovery in smartphone DRAM pricing would add a second earnings lever. Rocket Lab plunged minus 3.81% to $72.95 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that Rocket Lab, RKLB, joins $981 million US Space Force Nightstar program. Simpliworld ST. Space Systems manufacturing solar panels, reaction wheels, radio frequency components is generating reliable cash flow that cushions launch market volatility. Any tactically responsive space contract win with the US DoD would directly boost near-term Electron revenue. The long-term re-rating catalyst is Neutron's maiden flight timeline. Northrop Grumman plunged minus 3.26% to $563.86 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Northrop Grumman, NOC, won a Marine Corps contract for unmanned aircraft development. Simpliworld ST. The B-21 Raider production ramp is the centerpiece, a multi-decade revenue stream with limited competition. Space and missile defense segment growth reflects the elevated threat environment. Any program update would be market moving. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, traders are reacting to news that are stock futures steady after tech slump. Investors focus on Middle East tensions. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. On the data front, investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500, NASDAQ close lower on tech weakness but recover after hours on strong Micron earnings. Moo, Avgo, Google in focus. StockTwits. Turning to commodities. Brent crude dipped to $93.28 per barrel, down 0.53% on the session. The move follows reports that Dow Jones futures fall as oil prices, Bitcoin jump, Walmart skids on earnings, Investors Business Daily. WTI crude dropped sharply to $86.45 per barrel, down 1.57% on the session. The move follows reports that Dow Jones futures fall as oil prices, Bitcoin jump, Walmart skids on earnings, Investors Business Daily. Natural gas climbed to $2.78, up 1.83% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that US stock futures steady after tech slump, investors focus on Middle East tensions. Gold climbed to $4,638.30 per troy ounce, up 2.7% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold and silver, the hidden forces driving their price movements, Substack. Let us give you our near-term view on Walmart. With the selling pressure we have seen today, the key support level for Walmart is around $97.61. A failure to hold there could accelerate the decline and attract further sellers. For a recovery, bulls need to see a fundamental shift in the drivers weighing on prices. This is our view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.17, gaining 0.26% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.37, gaining 0.41% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 158.59, gaining 0.2% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that panel remarks about the European economy during a discussion on the global economic outlook at the World Economic Forum, European Central Bank. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.